crazy mother.
Hello, Red Wave. Welcome to Beware of Bulldogs podcast. My name is Caleb Nail. This is where we talk Fresno State athletics. Does everything sound okay? Let me know if everything sounds okay. Whoa. Roadcaster. All right. I literally just got home from work 5 minutes before go time. That's why we're a little bit late. And so I just threw everything on, as you can tell. And said, hope for the best. Sounds okay on YouTube. Thank you, Randy. Good to see you. Go Dogs. I'm also posting everything right now. So, how's everybody's week been? We doing good? I feel like it's been a little bit quieter on the a wall in there on the Fresno State front. We did get the numbers for Classy's deal, but other than that, there's not too much going on. Well, camp's going on. Chance, good to see you, my friend. So today we got the top 5 out-of-conference, Pac-12 out-of-conference games. And then we're going to get to Mailbag. Well, everybody gets in here. A little bit on my week. I got to remember what I did this past weekend. It was pretty chill. The wine bar's been going well. Actually, I'm trying to keep up with it. Still getting used to these hours. But it's been good. You haven't missed anything, Bob. We've been waiting for you. We're just going over the weekend and how everybody's weekend was. But I pretty chill for me on the weekends front. Weekend for the Bulldogs, we had a volleyball event in the North Gym. Women's volleyball played Cal Bap in the North Gym for an exhibition game. And then women's soccer played again, and they played in Santa Barbara. They played UC Santa Barbara, and they lost again, 4-0. Oh, but Randy, I went and watched our girls play UCSB in soccer yesterday. Oof. Yeah, you know, I think they have some of the coolest jerseys, but I believe we have yet to score. Yes, Randy beat me to it. Yes, still looking for their first goal of the season. Yes. Yikes. Yeah, we need maybe when it comes to let's see who we got Sac State September 3rd. Women's soccer Thursday, September 3rd, Sac State in Fresno at 7 p.m. That's a game I would love to have. I would love to score our first goal. I'd love to get our first W that game. That is also the day before our football game. So that's, you know, everyone's going to be excited. I think we should all get out to that game. At the same time, at 6 o'clock, since we're talking about the 3rd, women's volleyball, I believe they have a double header. No, they don't have a double header, but there are 2 games in the Save Mart Center when it comes to volleyball. I'm starting at 2. UC Irvine plays New Mexico State. And then at 6, our women's volleyball team plays Southern Utah, sponsored by Visit Fresno County. So we have that game at 6, and then we have the women's soccer game at 7, and then we have the game in the Coliseum the next day. But if you want to talk about the next event when it comes to Fresno State athletics, that would be this Friday. Friday the 28th, volleyball heads to Columbus, Ohio to play Northern Kentucky. And then Saturday, they play Ohio State in Columbus, Ohio. Oof. That's I have some friends that were a part of Ohio State volleyball men's side, but they were there. So we have Northern Kentucky on Friday at noon. We have Ohio State at 1 on Saturday, the 29th. And then the 30th, that Sunday, we get Bowling Green at 8 a.m. So 3 days in a row, the girls are in Columbus, Ohio, playing volleyball. Those are the next events. And then we will talk the 31st. And then we get football on the 4th. It's going to be here so quick. We will be working on a get to know. So if you're new here, what we've done in the past couple years, is we have someone on from USC, someone that knows more than we do about USC, and they will inform us about the USC team and their thoughts. And we're going to this year, what we're going to do is we're going to combine the preview and the get to know together, unless you guys think otherwise. And then the 4th we play. So, okay, just calendar. This is what we're doing. The 31st, we're going to meet here at 9 p.m. And then I'll have a get to know with someone from USC. That'll be later on in the week. It will not be live. It'll just come out as a video. We play football the 4th. Then the 6th is a Sunday. So we will begin going live Sunday nights, the 6th, after the USC game. Everyone will enjoy Friday and Saturday college football. Then Sundays, I know we'll be competing with Sunday Night Football. But Sundays will be going live at 9 p.m. Sundays at 9 p.m. And we'll be going over the most previous Fresno State game and going through all the current Fresno State happenings. That's what the schedule is going to look like. Are you going to get a get-to-know SC person? I'm looking for him right now. Yes. Bob, if you have someone in mind that I should get, throw them in the chat. Let me know. Fresno State football needs to start now. I can't wait anymore. It's for real, Chance. I'm watching everyone release their starters right now, the starting quarterbacks right now on X. I've been kind of quiet on X this past week, but I've been paying attention, and I'm seeing that Oregon State named a starter, and it wasn't Malik Murphy. Oregon State named, I forget the guy's name, but it was the FCS. Was it the FCS Player of the Year or Quarterback of the Year? He won some big award. Here comes a Toad. That's Toad count already. I see one. And I forgot my drink inside. Grab it. I was drinking some Crow and Wolf. Hashtag not an ad, not a sponsor. But they have the FCS transfer starting for Oregon State. Byron's. I'm looking forward to women's basketball. Me too. I'm excited to see McCarthy's second year and see what he's got going on. We have some great coaches at this school. Great coaches. Sorry, I'm looking for my phone. Like I said, I got home, 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago, and just jumped on here. So I'm trying to put everything together. What we're going to do, we're going to go through top 5 out-of-conference Pac-12 games. In the chat, let me know what you guys think about. Give me your top 5 games. I'm going to start with 5 and go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. These are in order. And like I said on X when I posted my top 5 Pac-12 conference games, this is a Fresno State show. And so I am biased. And I'm not going to hide it. I feel like, for the most part, I'm pretty good at showing, at being non-biased at certain times. But this, as a fanatic, that's what fans are. We are fanatics. As a fanatic of the Fresno State Bulldogs, this list is going to be biased. I'm going to make sure you all know that now. For everybody coming in from outside of the Red Wave. So, at number 5, I have, it's unfortunate that Oregon State does not play Oregon. But at number 5, I have Oregon State versus Texas Tech. That is the 12th, September 12th. They play Texas Tech on CBS. The reason I have it at number 5 is, and not any higher, I think this is big time because Texas Tech is known for their NIL. You know, they have one of the largest salaries in college football. But Texas Tech is traveling to Corvallis to play the Beavs. So I'm very excited to see, well, and then we saw their starter was named. Do I think that they're going to win? No. I think this is a big opportunity here for the Pac-12. And that's kind of how this list is. This list is comprised of mini games where we will not be favored, but if the Pac-12 comes through and wins, it's going to be, the potential is huge for the Pac-12. Put it that way. So at number 5, I have Oregon State versus Texas Tech. At number 4, I have San Diego State at UCLA. A lot of people talking about UCLA, including the Red Wave. Ooh, Coyotes going crazy now. Not sure if you can hear them, but Coyotes are going crazy. A lot of talk in the Red Wave about UCLA. UCLA has a new coach. I think San Diego State can win this game. It's at the Rose Bowl. And of all teams, Fresno State knows that it's not a tough place to play. I think San Diego State can win this game. And this is at UCLA. This game, as of right now, it's looking like 4:15 on the Big Ten Network. So it's not going to be all over the place across the country. But I like this game for the Pac-12 because of the hype around UCLA. It might be my bias towards Derek Carr, and we might be hearing more about UCLA than anyone, because of last week's freak out. There's a bug heading straight for the camera. Let's see if he does it. Come on, dude. He's going to stop. All right. Yeah, so I got San Diego State at UCLA at number 4. At number 3, I have Washington State at Washington, the 6th. September 6th. Washington's ranked number 17 in the country. People are talking. By the way, I'll get to the chat once I finish this. I'll get to all. If you have anything, just throw it in there. I scroll through and I check. I think. Oh, this game's at 1 p.m. on NBC and Peacock. A lot of people are talking about the quarterback Williams at Washington. Could be a good team. I think that Washington State could surprise some people, hopefully. And I'm cheering. And that's a rivalry game. What's that? The Apple Cup. A lot on the line. First game of the season for Washington State. Is it the first game of the season for Washington? Let's check. It is. I would assume so. Big game. So that's number 3. And I think if Washington State can knock them off, boom, big win for the Pac-12. All right, number 2. I think you guys know the next 2. Number 2, I have Boise State at Oregon. Number 2 in the country. It's the 5th of September, 12:30 p.m. kickoff on CBS. Boise State, obviously, most talked about team that doesn't get an automatic bid into the playoff. Oregon, very good team. I do love me some Dan Lanning. I hate Oregon. I hate Boise. I do love me some Dan Lanning. I actually like Danielson too. Both coaches I like. I just can't cheer for either team. But I think, Boise State actually has the head-to-head record. I think that's a huge game. And it being in Eugene, let's see. Oh my goodness. Oregon is 24.5 point favorite. I did not know that. I just checked right now. Ouch. And then, of course, the number 1 Pac-12 out of conference game is Fresno State versus USC. Right there, look, there may be history between Boise State and Oregon, but the history is really between Fresno State and USC. Fresno State, as of right now, is a 22.5 point underdog. Like, this is big. USC's ranked 14th in the country, 6 o'clock kickoff on Fox. That's a huge game. There's history there. People are going to tell all the storylines about Reggie Bush. hopefully about the Freedom Bowl. There's always going to be storylines there with Entz coming from or spending a year at USC. Lincoln Riley on the hot seat. All those things we're going to touch too on the preview. I think that has to be the number one game. So that's my top 5 out of conference games. Texas Tech, in my opinion, is a durable win, or is it ditto to their game at Houston? Yes. I thought about putting Houston over Texas Tech when it came to the Oregon State. I was debating on those two for number 5. And the reason being is because I think Houston, I think it's more likely Oregon State beats Houston. That could be number 5. But I had to throw Texas Tech on there because I think it would mean more to the Pac-12 if they won that game. I expect San Diego State to beat UCLA. I do too. I'm with you, Bob. I'm with you. I bet there will be more Aztecs fans. I see what you did there. I see what you did there, Bob. Than Bruin fans. 100%. Prediction on San Jose State versus USC. Absolute blowout. R33 Sanger. Absolute blowout. USC is going to crush them. Okay, hold on. Something I need to do that I haven't done yet is I need to look at, did San Jose State name their starter? I feel like I just saw their quarterback starter. I feel like I just saw they did. I'm not remembering off the top of my head now. But I don't think yes, I like their coach, but I just don't see it in San Jose State. Not this year. Ricky, he's got his 5. Fresno State versus San Jose State / USC. 4, Boise versus Oregon. 3, San Diego State versus UCLA. 2, San Diego State versus JMU. That's another good one. JMU playoff team last year. I think it's funny that San Diego State plays JMU. I believe they played before UCLA, and UCLA has JMU's coach from last year. And then number 1, Wazoo, Washington versus Washington State. Oh, yeah, those are all great games. And I think winnable games. I think San Diego State should go 2-0 there. We'll see. Boise versus Memphis up there on same level as San Diego State versus JMU. Ricky. Yes. People are talking about Memphis being one of the teams that could contend for that last spot. That auto bid, conference champ auto bid. All these games are over 21-point betting lines from Bay Area Doghouse. I think that people are, look, I know I'm a Fresno State fan, but I really do think people are sleeping on the Dogs. USC, granted, is better. I got to see it from Mayava. I'm going to talk about it more in the next week when we go over the preview. We'll talk about it more, but I don't trust Mayava right now. When it comes to, okay, let me get these. Washington State versus Washington. That's Washington's 22.5 point favorites. It's also really tough for me with that game, Washington State. It's the first game of the season. I don't think you can, I think it's going to be tough for Washington to beat Washington State by 22 points. And then Oregon State, Texas Tech. I'm not seeing anything right now on my phone, but I'm sure you guys can find it quicker than I can. I also thought about Utah State. Utah being a ranked team. Utah State also plays Washington. And then, there's a ton of talk about Texas State. They play Texas. They also play UTSA and North Texas. Those would be nice games for the Pac-12 to have, especially UTSA and North Texas. I think Texas State, needs to win those. If Pac-12 wants to be looked at in a good light, Texas, I don't see it happening. Let's see this. 30.5-point favorites for Texas. But what would be huge is if Colorado State could go out there, play a good game against BYU, have a good win over Wyoming. We're going to need those wins. I think those are games that we should win. And if we don't, it's not going to look good on the Pac-12 when it comes to like Colorado State and then Utah State playing some teams, Texas State over UTSA and North Texas. We'll see. My prediction is I hope both teams. San Jose State was transferred from Hawaii. Ricky says, question mark. Cam's here. Oh my goodness. Cam, you missed last week. Thanks for the shout out on the jersey, by the way. Appreciate that. Oh, Dylan, the Bulldog says, what game is going to be the best in week 0? Okay, well, that's a good question. When you say best, what do you mean by best? That's it. I'm scrolling. I don't want all. There we go. Here we go. The best game, probably Hawaii, Stanford. The best game. Because, okay. All right. This is going to be the best game. Jacksonville State versus North Dakota State. So I'm hearing Jacksonville State has a good team. And then, of course, North Dakota State's always going to have a good team. That would probably be the best game. And then, but the game that I'm tuning into, most likely, well, I got to take a peek at USC, but outside that game, Memphis UNLV, that should be a good game too. 7:00 game on Fox. UNLV's 5.5-point favorites. Boise's going to have to play Memphis. I think that could be a fun game. So those are my 3 picks. Jacksonville State, North Dakota State, Memphis UNLV, and Hawaii Stanford. Week 0. Don't forget, it's not week 1. That's week 1. I don't know why we say week 0. That's week 1. But because people always forget about week 0. Pac has to win all their games versus Mountain West and American. 100%. The Fighting Skippers, this Bulldogs Bob replying to the top game. The Fighting Skippers versus Idaho this Friday night on ESPN2. Oh. It's more, Bulldogs Bob said, let's be real. It's more important for Texas State to beat UTSA and North Texas. I agree. Same time for preview next week. Yes, next week will be on Monday. And then following the USC game, we are moving to Sunday nights at 9 p.m. It'll be the same time. We're gonna have Sunday fun days at 9 p.m. because I got to put the kids to bed. And so by that time, that gives me some buffer time to set everything up. Every game against a G6 team is just as important this year, just to show where new Pac stands. 100%, Ricky. I agree. Upset or 2 would be huge. Washington State needs to represent. They've got a lot of good non-con matchups from Bay Area Doghouse. Yeah, and I posed that question on X. Are we looking over Washington State? Because I don't know. They're just one of the teams that I think we're not talking about enough. Maybe there's a reason. Cam's intrigued by Hawaii, Stanford. Agreed. Am I going to have a co-host to help host? Jackson Moore seems to find time to do everything, right? Jackson would be a fantastic co-host. My only worry is that, Jackson does this he gets paid. He gets a paycheck to do all this stuff. I can't afford to pay Jackson. So, but he loves Fresno. He loves the game. Don't see why he can't volunteer some time. I must admit, I am intrigued by what NDSU will do in the Mountain West. Me too. I will be tuning in. Curious to see if they're going to run through that or make it close. Who do we root for in the Memphis UNLV game? That's a good question. I think I'm going to be favoring UNLV in that game. As much as, if Memphis loses to UNLV, then that does, and then Boise wins, that doesn't help their resume. But I think I'm going to be cheering for UNLV. And then maybe I don't know. Do we want UNLV in the PAC? Ricky's, Bulldogs Bob's cheering for Memphis. You guys always go the opposite of me. Because Boise plays the Tigers later. Yeah. Ricky, Memphis. Can't stand UNLV fans after the past 2 years. UNLV fans are delusional on social media. Yes, I get them actually responding to me on some of my X posts. And yes, I would agree. Anybody know when Paul and Coach Ent's show is? Good question. R33. They usually post, but I have not seen anything yet. Wazoo got the 3,000-yard passer from Davis. That's right. UNLV made their bed. Let them sleep in it, Bob says. Love it. Okay, let me get to some Dave's tuning in from Oakland. What's going on, Dave? I just saw that. Very cool. I'm getting to Mailbag right now. Okay. We need to all right, Mailbag time. Ricky, who's in here. Hey, Ricky. Thank you. Outside of the quarterback room, which positions do you want to see take a big leap forward in 26? I think the obvious one is quarterback. But you said outside of the quarterback room. Big leap forward. I want to see D-line. And the reason being is I think we had some big names and guys that are returning this year, well, that I think we expected a little bit more from last year on the defensive line. So, and because they have so much experience on the defensive line and some new names that I think are exciting, I think I'm going to say defensive line. I think you can also add linebackers into that as well, just because Kavion was hurt and we saw good things from him. But then after that, you have you got Logan Stute and Titus Kajavi stepping in that we don't know a ton about. We've seen them play here and there, but they're really going to have to step up. So I think those are the two positions I would say. Offensively, I guess I'll go wide receivers. Outside of quarterback, I'll go wide receiver. That's where I'm going to go with the position groups. Ash Riding, what home game is a must attend this season for a solid matchup? Well, we're in luck this year because we have a pretty good home game schedule. And it's a no-brainer that the must-attend home game is against Boise State. Without a doubt, it is Boise State. And that game, just so you know the date, is October 10th at 7:30 right now. October 10th, you need to be in Bulldog Stadium when we play Boise State. It's a must attend. I also think that you need to be at the other 5 home games. But the other one, actually, I think that's close behind is Oregon State. Oregon State blackout. It's on Halloween. If you don't have kids, well, I'm taking my kids. So they're going to be at the tailgate for sure. I don't know if they'll make it to the game because it's a 8 o'clock start time, but they'll be at the tailgate, a Quarterback Club tailgate. Once again, just so everyone knows, Beware Bulldogs podcast will be pre-gaming, recording at the Quarterback Club tailgate before every home game. So make sure it's $10 to get into the Quarterback Club tailgate. I'm going to have 3 other mics laying next to me, and we're going to be recording. So if you think that you have something, if you think that people should listen to you talk, just come over and let's talk. Just share some wise words with us. But the must-attend home games for this season for a solid matchup is October 10th for Boise State, without a doubt. Let's see. What are you guys talking about in here? What do I need to catch up on? Going to the 2024 UNLV game, this is from Chance, and seeing their social media replies makes me wish UNLV would go 0-12. Ricky says UNLV only offers the Vegas market. They are struggling to just sell out their home opener, and they only have 30,000 seats. Is that how many Allegiant holds? 30,000? I still haven't been to Allegiant. I've seen it, but I haven't been inside of it. I need to go. I should go. Who will be our quarterback? Who you guys got from R33 Sanger? Kmart, Christian Martin. Yeah, there you go. Ricky says it's Bay Area. Spent money on Martin. Want to play with our new toys. I couldn't say it any better. Bay Area. Ricky said, "Oh, you agree about the positions? Times where I feel like the box gave up too many 5 to 7 yard runs. Yes, 100%. And and of course, the fun stuff to watch is quarterback pressures. But I agree. I think we have to get a push at the line of scrimmage to where we're not giving up those big runs. We need to get TFLs. We need to hit the running back for some TFLs. I think Dejon Lafitte, he's taken body wise. It looks like he's taken that step forward. Jazon Jack's body wise as well. I mean, our coaches talk about just bringing in big bodies, and they're doing that, and then they can work with those big bodies. Well, I'm seeing that. I mean, we're seeing that in photos. These guys look bigger. They look more fit. I mean, if I was a female on campus, I know where I'm hanging out. Cam, one wide receiver I want to see make a big stride is Duval. Oh, 100%. I agree. I think he has that special, he's in that special place where I agree, he's a special player. And when you have guys like Josiah Freeman on the outside, I'm assuming he's going to be the one. And then at the 2, you get like a guy like McLean out there, or maybe Duval's out there. But there's going to be opportunity for Duval on the outside and in the slot to make big plays. And so and also depending on how defenses play us, if Josiah is getting their best corner, Duval's going to be getting guys that he could take advantage of. And I think he's going to be able to. So really now, this is what I love about football, is it's a team sport. Once Duval gets the matchup that we want, it's up to our O-line and our quarterback to get the ball to him. But reminder for everybody, we will be running the ball first to open up the passing game. So we need that to happen. Boise will sell out for sure, DJ. Need to travel to San Jose. Yes. I'm doing my best to so every other year, I'll just tell you guys. So my dad's a Stanford alum. So every other year, my dad tries to go to a Stanford game. So I know it's not San Jose, it's Palo Alto, it's different. But I would rather than doing that, I would like to get to the Fresno State San Jose State game. We're going to go that way. We might as well. This year's home schedule is much better for real, Bob. Chance hated playing Nevada, San Jose State, and Hawaii. I hated playing at Hawaii. Hated that. Nothing good happened on the island. Very little. Allegiant holds 66,000, but they only sell the lower bowl. Got it. Okay. I did not know that. Gosh. You would think that they could at least sell 30,000 tickets. In preseason NFL news, is this the Bulldogs who went undrafted this year? It looks like Jacob Spomer is going to make the team for sure. Yeah, I saw he's kind of leading all offensive linemen, like centers, doing great. And I saw they left him out to dry, and then they huddled up without him. I think Spomer wasn't talked about enough. I apologize, Jacob Spomer. We did not talk about you enough. I think a lot of people talked about AZ, which I saw AZ had some plays, and he's doing well, and I think they like him over there. With the Rams, I think about that. But Spomer with the Chargers, he's doing great. Yes. Fresno State pulls off. Hugo, what's going on? Fresno State pulls off the upset over USC. Do you think it would be the biggest win in program history? I don't think so. I think the David Carr win over Oregon State still might get them because of how high Oregon State was ranked. But if we were to beat USC and then USC goes and does very well in the Big Ten, let's just say we're their only loss, then yes, that would be the biggest win in program history. Okay. Why did they schedule a blackout? Sam Droid, what's going on, Sam Droid? Good to see you. Why did they schedule a blackout on Halloween night starting at 8 p.m. when people are typically at their Halloween parties? Seems like poor planning. Sorry for getting off topic. No, that's good. I see right after that, Bulldogs Bob says, blame TV. And yes, I would say we need to blame the TV for that 100%. I don't think it's up to them. Let's see. What is this? What is it being aired on? It's being aired on USA. As of right now, it says it's being aired on USA. I don't know what else is on USA. Is it like soccer on there sometimes? We need to, I agree though, Sam, that we need to change that. 8 is way too late, especially on Halloween. I think we're going to struggle to get students out there for that game. Well, let me say this. At halftime, the students will not be there. We struggle in general just to keep students there. But in the third quarter, Halloween night, 8 p.m., they definitely won't be there come third quarter. That's going to be a tough one to do. 2001 Oregon State chance. Yeah, I think so. Blackout versus Oregon State. Who wears black? Okay, I posted this last week. There's, what is it? The Bama Tennessee game. It's a Bama Tennessee game. They are wearing color. Both teams are wearing color jerseys. And there's other game. I think, was it UCLA, USC wears color jerseys. I think we need to do this. So, Halloween night, we wear black. Oregon State wears orange. I think that needs to happen. I think that would be great. Or if that doesn't happen, against Boise, we need to go all red. They need to go all blue. Unless it's at their place, then they can't go all blue on the blue turf. They got to do something else. So you do something else. We'll go all blue. Do you know who our place kicker, punt, and long snap starters are? From Carrie. Carrie, what's going on? No, I do not. Kicker, I'm assuming it's going to be Watanabe. That's who people are talking about. Connor Tripp. The NCAA is working through some things, right? With these, the NCAA just, I don't know what's going on. It's craziness. But Tripp technically has another year. So he's been around, but then they went back, it's back in court. The court's talking about things. So Tripp's there, but he's not doing anything. Well, that's being reported on. So we will see if Connor Tripp gets on the field. Who knows? Long snapper and place and punter. I need to go look about at long snapper. Bulldogs Bob does not mind USC sucking after we beat them. What is the scoop on Cam Worrell and if he is being replaced? I don't like this move at all. The scoop on Cam, from what I understand, and someone can correct me if I'm wrong, because I have not heard from anyone close to the situation, but because I heard they did it, from what I understand, to save some money, but that could be totally wrong. Because now that it's technically, the school is running, or the school hired Pacheco. The school basically started, the enterprises deal, the entertainment, so that we're cutting out the middleman with Learfield. And so now the school's taking it on. Well, and they brought Chris Pacheco in to run that. I don't know. I don't think it's money. Okay, personally, I don't think it's money. Something else had to have happened. I don't know. But maybe it was just money. I'm not sure. I'm sure someone in here knows and can. But It is a total bummer. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Lots of Monk episodes on USA. Halloween After Dark will be marketed by the PAC. 100%, Bob. If we beat SC, you think we are a college football playoff team? Dylan, that's tough because as Fresno State football fans, we all know there's one game where it just falls apart. It just always happens. Granted, we don't have to travel to Hawaii this year. But I'm hesitant to say that we would be a college football playoff team because there's always one game. There's always one. All right. Let's see what I got on here. I saw that Fresno State basketball had a pickleball tournament to raise some money. I didn't hear about this. Did anyone hear about the Fresno State men's basketball pickleball tournament? I would have played. I would have played, but I didn't hear about it. I must have just missed it on social. Okay, here's what I wanted to talk about real quick. Fresno State Athletic Director, this is Pete Thamel reporting the numbers on Garrett Classey's 5-year deal. It averages more than $577,000 per year. His guaranteed total salary of nearly $2.9 million is among the largest guaranteed deals for an AD outside the Power Four. I don't know about you guys, but I'm very excited for Garrett. He's a great person. I think what he's been doing is great. I think he's been taking us in the right direction. And I don't have to say any of those things. I'm not on payroll. I do know Garrett. I consider him a friend. And I'm in my life, I'm trying to be honest more and not lie. And so I'm not lying when I say, I think Garrett Classey is the right man for the job. I think he's a fantastic human being, and he's doing the right thing here. I think he's doing some things to save us money and bring in more money. I think he's great. Ricky, every game is a toss-up to me in conference. No gimme games in the PAC. I'm worried that we're going to beat up on each other. We got a press release for it in the newsroom. Sorry, Ricky. They raised $10,000. Update me. I'm not following. I'm curious on Classey's long-term plans. I think the only thing that would take him from us is something close to his family, where all his family's at. I think he enjoys it here. Hugo, who will be the first dog into the NFL Hall of Fame? It should have been Henry Ellard, without a doubt. It's an absolute shame. Probably Logan Mankins. That would be my guess. Yeah. Unless Devontae does it like right away. Because I think it would be Devontae after Logan. Oh, Bay Area, Lorenzo Neal. Yeah, you're probably right. Bay Area, yeah. Oh, pickleball thing. Pickleball raised $10,000. Got it, Ricky. Thank you. Okay, not bad. Boy, how much did it cost to play? Maybe I wouldn't have been able to play. I looked like they had auctions or something too. But that's good. I'm glad. That's great. Basketball needs everything they can get. When do you think Entz is going to announce who's the starter? Monday. I believe there's a Two Deep coming out Monday. Next week. Possibly. I would be surprised if it happens before that, but for sure we will know in the live stream next week. We'll be talking about the starting quarterback. Are we any closer to the stadium issue being resolved? They added new paint and ribbons for this year. Honestly, I don't think. I mean, Valley Children's deal is so bad. I think we have to get through that deal first before anything gets any closer to being resolved. Or unless somebody drops a chunk of change specifically for the stadium. So I just, we're going to need a bigger and better deal soon when it comes to stadium. Vance was on Tony D's show last Wednesday. What did you think of what Wally said? Wally ball, baby. When it comes to the men's basketball team, so Vance is very honest, I think, and he's well liked at Fresno State. And the difficult thing, okay, this team is going to be better than last year's, I think. And when it comes to fundraising and things like that, we just don't have it here when it comes to men's basketball. So we're always going to struggle, especially in this new PAC conference. The conference is just too good. So he has to go out and get the European kids that aren't worried about NIL, that just want to get some film together, and kids that know him, like a Brian Amuneki. So, it's hard for me to know. I mean, I think, and here's the other thing that I'm a little concerned about. So Vance knows he has to go international to get kids. International basketball is the complete opposite style of volleyball. It's the opposite style of what Vance wants to play. So Vance is going to have to change up the way he plays things or plays offensively. They play slower. They play way slower offensively. They're bigger, stronger, not as fast. But they shoot well. So he's going to have to adjust. I don't know if that answers your question. I don't know, that's just that's my thought. And so you got to get people, like, how does Vance get people hyped for that? Right? Because I think he sold, or we were all sold. I mean, and we know this, like, Vance Wahlberg plays a different style of basketball. And that's fine. But he's bringing in kids that don't play that style. So now he's going to have to change it. So I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. I could be completely wrong. What's up, Pop? Pops, what's going on? Oh, that's right. Classy did say that they're doing a study about all this. We can all complain, but we have to put our money where our mouth is. It's true. Ricky adds, every spot available for a new stadium would hurt the ag program in some capacity. It's true. Slowly renovating is my pick, DJ says. I think that's... Can we recruit some players from the WNBA? Good question. They might make more money in the WNBA than they would at Fresno State. So I don't I don't think so. Vance's heart is in the right place, Pop says. I agree. And Vance, he wants to be successful here, and he enjoys Fresno State. So he wants to win here. So, yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you, Pops. He is. Ricky, give me a working South scoreboard, please. I was literally just having this. Ricky, thank you for bringing this up. I was literally just having this conversation with my brother, and we were saying the same thing. Just, it's a pain to have nothing there. Just bring back the old one with the lights. Just run that one, with the Darth Vader coming up and the lifting up the mask, and there's the bulldog face. Nostalgic. Just bring that back. Just do it. If we're not going to have one, just put the lights up on that old board. It was great. How excited am I for this season, Hugo? Out of 10, 11. Is it more than pumpkin spice? Yes. It's everything nice. I'm very excited. There's the potential for this team is very high. Potential. The most dangerous word in sports. We have to give our Valley kids a reason to stay home. Basketball and football. That's right, Pops. I agree. Maybe we could play in Chancey Park while a new stadium is being built on the site of the current one. Perfect. I was thinking about this for basketball, but we have this horrible deal with the Save Mart Center right now for basketball. But yes, we should not only play in Chancey, we should play in every other stadium that can hold a bunch of people. I know that's not going to be able to hold 40,000, maybe not even 30,000, but as many, the big stadiums around the Valley, they should go play at. This is more a basketball conversation. We're lucky to get 500 people in the Save Mart Center. This year, the Gonzaga game and San Diego State game, we'll get more. Or we might get to 500. But let's play at a smaller arena, pack it out, squeeze everybody tight in there, make it loud, and then really incentivize the students to show up. Or incentivize if you play at like a Clovis school, they have some nice gyms. I know people don't like it when I say that, but get the students from that high school, or maybe focus on a couple high schools, get the students in a section and have them go crazy, because the student section in the Save Mart Center does not exist. It's horrible. It didn't exist when I was there. We were literally the only students, me and my 4 buddies. That's it. And it doesn't exist anymore. So we got to do something different in basketball. When Ronnie Terry left our program, I knew we were in trouble. Repaint. We need to repaint some red. I think the one with the dark Vader mask with the bulldog face doesn't work anymore. No, it doesn't. But we need to bring back a Vader graphic. That's for sure, Ricky. Honestly, would rather see the team play in Ratcliffe. That's one of the places I was thinking. Save Mart Center is just too big. Too big. Chancey Park holds 10,000. Fresno City Stadium holds 13,000. There would be nowhere in the nearby 3 hours hold 40K, even 30K. That's a bummer. It would be loud, packed, and I wonder who they would sell the tickets to. Yeah, that's going to be tough. They would not make as much money, that's for sure. It would not be worth it. A lot of things that Fresno State needs to do, but first and foremost, we need the money. Show me the money. Here's the other thing that I wanted to bring up. Preseason AP college football poll was released on the 17th. There were some teams receiving votes. Three teams from the American Conference were receiving votes. 2 teams from Mountain West and Conference USA received votes. 1 team from the Pac-12 received votes. And then there was 1 team from the Sun Belt. So the 2 from the Mountain West were UNLV and New Mexico. The 3 from the American were Navy, Memphis, and Tulane. Pac-12 was Boise. James Madison, Liberty, and Western Kentucky also received votes. Hello? Hey, people. Come on. Come on. Someone sent me this too, and I forgot to talk about it. All the NFL players in camps that are now going back to college. They're not going to make the NFL team, and now they're going back. What an absolute disaster this sport has become. I think it's actually embarrassing. If I was working for the NCAA, like up in admin, I would not tell anyone. Gosh, so bad. So bad. And then the last thing when it comes to college football news that maybe not the last thing, maybe one other thing. One of the last things, this Akron deal that they did, you get to play offensive coordinator for the opening drive of the season. Genius, right? They sold all their season tickets. You had to be a season ticket holder to qualify. But the big name guys that entered into this, they were still in the random selection. So they did like a final 9. And the 2 biggest guys, which were Big Cat from Barstool and Bordeaux, the college football video gamer, YouTuber, they were still in it. These were randomly drawn. Well, I can guarantee you that they were not randomly drawn. They were left in there. And so I just think it hurts their cause a little bit. And if I had bought Akron season tickets, I'd be ticked off. And so I think this hurts their cause. But Fresno State needs to do this. I think we need to do something like this. I think what Akron did was fantastic to start. But you need to keep it random and you need to do it live. Maybe they did and we missed it. But you have to do it live. You got to do the drawings live every round so that we know. Otherwise, forget it. Lastly, now this is the last one. I saw that maybe this is made up, but I don't know how true this is. But I saw Pac-12 NIL budgets for men's basketball. We are not last. We are listed at estimated cost of $5.1 million. I don't think that is true. There's no way that Fresno State basketball has a budget of $5.1 million. No way. That's got to be fake. So fake. There's no way we're near $5 million. What are these people doing? All right. That would be great. If we were at $5.1 million on basketball, that'd be great. All right. Let's see. All right. What'd I miss? All voter eyes are likely on Boise and one other G6 team, just the bias. Yeah, and that's why preseason polls are just horrible. There's a reason that New Mexico State has all these votes is because they're looking throughout their schedule and they're saying, oh yeah, they're the best. They're one of the better teams. They're going to win. We like what they have some good pieces here and we like their coach. We'll give them some votes. That's what I think. NCAA might be the worst ran organization next to the Browns and A's. What about the Giants now? The Giants are horrible. The San Francisco Giants. What happened? Oh my gosh. So bad. Boise State's definitely going to receive something when they come to Bulldog Stadium. We didn't even qualify to make that list. There's no way we have that much money. I agree, Ricky. There's no way that this person is speaking out of their butthole. All right. We did top 5 out of conference Pac-12 games tonight. We hit up Mailbag. Monday, we're definitely going to be talking about starting quarterback. Good news for the Giants is all their lower league teams are in first place. Perfect. There you go. We're ending on some good news for Giants fans. Giants at least have an offense. Pitching is the weak spot. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I have more faith in men's basketball than the San Francisco bullpen. That's for sure. Oh man. All right, we're going to go we're going live Monday 9 p.m. and then after the USC game we're moving to Sundays at 9 p.m. Thank you guys again for joining me. Leave in the comment section below your top 5. Make sure you like the video, tell a friend, subscribe, do all the fun stuff. You know what to do. Oh man. And then last but not least, last question. Who scores the first touchdown for the Dogs in the Coliseum next Friday? Rayshon Luke will score the first touchdown. We'll get to that next week. I got you, Tyler. All right. See you, everybody. God bless. And as always, go Dogs.